Hello everybody, we're back today. We're going to be doing another entry-level mechanics course to how to change your rear brakes. Right, today we're working on a 2007 Honda Accord, and this is it. First, the usual, jack the car up and make sure the e-brake is off. So I have this is a stick shift, so I have the car in gear, so this way the car just roll forward, and also have something propping the wheel. So now the hardest part of doing the brake jobs on these cars is getting these screws out. Yes, there is a tool for it, and I don't know where mine is, so I'm gonna show you the other method. Basically, you just hold this right here, get a hammer, hit the back of it, and while you're hitting it, just turn it and try to apply pressure. So basically just trying to shock this surface out so you can get all the rust out. I already sprayed it with WD-40, so that should also make it easier to come out. So from the last clip, these studs aren't coming out. It could be because I don't have the right tool, but I've done that method plenty of times, or it could be the fact that these rotors have not been off the car for about 50 to 70,000 miles, and I'm in New York and it's rusted shut. So basically what we're going to do is just basically drill out those holes, and I'm going to take off the caliper, release the e-brake, and then try to see what I could do to see if I could just get this rotor off. This is a little bit more advanced, but if you have an older car that has rust on it, these screws will definitely cause an issue. So right now we're just taking off the bolts. These two bolts hold the caliper in place. So normally what I do is I just take off one, push it up a little bit, and then pry the piston back inside the housing for the caliper before I take off this, and then before I work on my way to the bracket. So on Honda, this one is a 12 millimeter. So just to make sure the e-brake is off also, because if the e-brake is still engaged, you won't be able to remove the caliper. So just gotta play with it back and forth a little bit. Okay, so this is the brake pad. In there. Okay. Yep, that's the brake pad. So for this particular piston, you have to turn it to push it for it to be reset. So you cannot get a vice grip or channel lock to squeeze in. You actually have to get a tool to spin it. They do sell a tool for this, which I do have, and I'll probably bring it out, but for right now I'm going to show you the easy method of how to do this without the tool. So generally whenever you see your rear rotors look like this with a slot, that means you have to turn it to righty-tighty to have the piston reset into the bore. Okay, so you have an idea. This is the tool set. This is what you need. This basically goes into the caliper. See which one. This one, he goes into it like a sandwich, and then we put a tool to the side to turn it, just basically force that piston back in. Okay, so if you don't have the tool to do the job, this is what you would do. You will get a channel lock and put it around the piston. Let's see, put it around the piston like this, squeeze it, and just basically try to manipulate it and turn it right, so this way it'll screw back in. Or you can use a big screwdriver like this, put it inside the wedge and just turn it, so this way it'll force its way in. This is an example of doing the screwdriver method. Just keep it secure, hold it, and then you just turn it like that. And this is how you would set up the tool. He's pushing the piston back in. This tool is like, say, $30, but it's very good. So sometimes you can use this for the front or the back also. So I recommend getting it if you're going to be doing your own brake jobs. So once everything is finished, it should look like that. It's all the way flat, so now you should be able to slide the new rotor on and the new pad on without interfering with this. Okay, so now we have the caliper secured. The piston is pushed back into the hub, the bore. Now we work on the actual caliper bracket. Oh, this is not good, guys. Brake pad completely came off. Huh. Well, I guess this was very overdue. And these two bolts are what's holding the bracket to the knuckle. These should be 14s. Yep, I need a little bit of extension though. Be right back. Okay, so after all of that, the bolt is out. So that's why I would recommend to everybody, when you put these things in, no matter what it is you take off the car, put NSCs on it. It saves you a whole lot of time. But like I said, this probably was not off the car for like 50,000 miles, so yeah, that could probably be a reason why it was so hard to get off. So now I just gotta take off the top one. We're in business. Okay, so now the caliper is off, and you saw that struggle. Now you just have to focus on getting these, drilling these out. Basically what these are holding the rotor in place. Work it off, you know. It's been on there for a while. So there you go. All we gotta do, took everything off, drilled it out, banged it a little bit, and then popped out. So that's the faster way to get it out. And now we just gotta clean up all of this, and then put a new one on.
Yeah, vice versa. Oh, that'll work.
Nope. This is the first rotor. Everything already came off. Now we just gotta line it up and put it back on. And as usual, put anti-seize on the back of it so you don't have any problems taking off next time. So this is the assortment that came with the car, with the brake pads. So these are the old ones that took off, and these are the new ones that were installed. Basically just pop them out and put them back in place. It's pretty simple. And these are the ones that goes to the back of the caliper. Basically just pry it out and then just force this one in. Pretty simple. Special people like you are around. There you go, that's how you just slide it in. Once that's in, you just basically tighten this up. You're gonna need like a wrench or a vice grip to hold this part. Just put it on it slightly, you know, and then just tighten it up. So there you go. That's how you do your brake job on an 07 Accord. And this process is for mostly Hondas, but generally any car with a rear disc is most likely the same way. So same thing on this side. We got the screws that are kind of stuck in. So I'm gonna drill these out, show you the process. So there you go. All we gotta do, took everything off, drilled it out, banged it a little bit, and then popped out. So that's the faster way to get it out. And now we just gotta clean up all of this and then put a new one on.
Yeah, vice versa.
Then there you go, just comes right out if you're lucky. This is how you take this out. You just put a screwdriver in here and just pop it out. Get another one.
Get the other one?
No, I got it. This is get the brake pads. They look like this, but they're new, black. And then you put this on, you know, clean the surface a little bit. Let's put this on.
Let's start the bag.
Gotta make sure you match up the one that you're taking off, the one you're putting on. This kit came with two different styles. This didn't have any that held in the center. What you need look like this. So you just gotta make sure you compare it to the old ones. Get this, now you just and there you go. Just repeat, put the other one on this side and you're fine. You get to
I live inside my own world of make-believe.